has your back gone and you didn't even really move much? Oh, not again. Another 2 weeks off work. I can't do this. I hate it when my back goes. You hear your mind echo. I'm honestly baffled to why it's gone. You didn't really do much and now you can't move. You're stuck on the sofa and no one's really been that helpful in the house. They've got used to it. Mum's back's gone again. Oh, not again. As you lay there uncomfortable, taking painkillers, trying to get yourself into some sort of position to be able to just manage yourself, your thoughts return to doom and gloom. If that's you, this is for you. Just last week, I took a lady who was a 10 out of 10 in back pain to being back at the gym, sprightly and energised in less than 72 hours. What did I do? I'm going to tell you. So, let me set the scene. It's Saturday afternoon, my phone goes, a little text off one of my private clients. Kirsty, my back's gone. I was like, oh, holy moly, what have you been up to? So I did my usual thing. I put my Sherlock Holmes hat on and I started investigating what could possibly have gone wrong to trigger this very fit and healthy, beautiful lady into having spasms in her back. I asked questions to begin with. I said, at the start of the crime, Mrs., can you tell me what you were doing and, more importantly, what you were thinking or even had been saying prior to your back going? I got a message instantly back saying, no, I can't really think much, not much, don't think, not much at all, it just went. But very quickly, my suspicions had been tweaked. I knew that my person of the crime was only doing the time because really she had been doing something. And for most of you right now, you probably think she was like lifting a bag or going to bend over and tie her shoelaces up, or perhaps she was shifting some heavy piece of kit around her house and that's why it went. But no, I don't mean in that way. I knew that she had been doing something that had been emotionally triggering her. So when we pulled back the details and I got more nitty-gritty in my questioning, what came out was, thinking about it actually, I was stood at the bottom of the stairs screaming at my son because I've been asking him now for at least an hour to get himself sorted, get himself ready because we were late. I immediately then said, and prior to the screaming, what were you doing? Oh yes, I was making some food and now I remember I was starting to get quite irritated because I had these things to do for work and I didn't have much time and I had to pick my sister up and I had to go and drop off the car and I had to go and do something for my husband and for my family, and also my mum was asking me a question and there was all these things going around in my head, and where was I in all this? Interesting, I said. So you're probably thinking right now, what the heck has what I'm thinking about or what I've got to do that day got to do with my back going? Gosh, I remember the day that I realised that the mind and body are completely connected and that the body is a direct reflection of what we carry in the mind. And when we've got stress and we've got unprocessed negative emotions that are trying to escape and we keep shoving them back down because we don't create any time in our life to meet our own personal needs, then it starts to show in different points of our body. And the lower back, which was where my client's back had gone, represents emotionally, finances or family. Now in this case it was a bit of both because it was an argument or a discussion about something that needs to be sorted financially in the family, and it was an array of do's from my client's point of view that she had to meet and greet and do that day that were barely possible, all to do with the family and other people and nothing to do with herself. And what this triggered? Resentment, guilt, shame, anger. Oh, it was a concoction, it really was. What do we do as human beings then? We start to manifest it in the body that stops us in our tracks so that we can actually deal with what is really going on underneath the physical. So that's what we did. We addressed what was going really on. We did a process called the feel, deal and dump, which is where we accept, allow and feel what is really truly going on. And hey presto, in 1 hour of doing a coaching session with a one-to-one, it had gone down from a 10 to a 1. And in 72 hours, she was literally back at the gym. And the only reason she didn't go back the next day is I told her to just give it another day to heal and rest and basically give herself some time. This was over a week ago and she's totally fine. Just because something is physical does not mean that the cause of it is physical. Some help, grab a copy of my book.